Intel, the chip giant that was supposed to dominate until AMD and Nvidia showed up, took its lunch money and rode off in the sunset. Now, bag holders are crying themselves to sleep. Reddit's whispering about the Intel guy meme, and Trump is out here telling the CEO to resign. This is Why Stocks Go Crazy. And today we're breaking down Intel, Silicon Valley's once golden god, turned flaming wreck of a ticker symbol. There was a time when Intel was untouchable, the king of chips, the ruler of desktop and PC. But now AMD and Nvidia are sprinting laps around it while Intel is still tying its shoes. We're talking about delayed chips, missed the AI boom, supply chain chaos, and oh yeah, its fabs are falling apart like a Jenga tower in an earthquake. It still controls a good chunk of PC market, but it's basically the cool auntie who peaked in the 90s and hasn't updated her resume since. How bad is it? Well, it fell way behind in the AI chip design, it got smoked in the manufacturing, and it's been through 3 CEOs in 5 years. If that doesn't scream panic hiring, I don't know what does. So now let's talk about some drama. So their old CEO got kicked out back in December 2024 after a $16 billion loss and the stock basically tanking. After a brief round of interim CEOs, we did get a new CEO in March that was supposed to be a turnaround expert. He promised a culture reset, a laser focus on engineering, and a back to basic playbook. And how is that going? Well, Intel is down well over 20% since he took over. And now here's where it gets spicy. Reddit. The bag holders are loud, proud, and slightly delusional. Quotes like Intel hasn't been winning since Skylake. The new CEO isn't American, he is Malaysian. He is dumping cash into Intel like it's a furnace. The memes, they're brutal. Charts, clown edits, the one guy staring at the Intel logo like it betrayed him personally, and also the Intel guy meme, rip the grandma. Bag holder culture is thriving, lots of bags, very little logic, and hope that refuses to die. And just when you thought it couldn't get any dumber, enter President Trump. He hops on Truth Social and tells Intel's new CEO to resign, calling him highly conflicted. Why? Because he's got past investments in hundreds of Chinese tech firms, some alleged linked to military ops. And also, other senators have flagged him as a national security concern. And what did this do to the stock? It dropped well over 3%. And now we're seeing market panic in Intel once again. Let's talk about the charts. It's not even funny anymore. It's sad. Intel is down 60% from its high. Q2 earnings missed again. They fumbled AI, they fumbled Foundry, they fumbled everything. The chart looks like a heart monitor in a hospice, flatline. And yet, every single dip brings out the same comment. Loading the boat, still undervalued. Once we pivot to AI, guys, we are 5 pivot deep. The boat has sunk. None of this makes sense anymore. CEO resigns, buy the dip. Trump attacks the CEO, bullish somehow. Reddit is holding it like they're in a hostage situation. Memes of Intel guy just staring at a collapsing chart. Do we have a future or not? The price goes down, the bags gets heavier, and yet the hope, it never dies. Investing in Intel isn't rational anymore. It's 90% hopium, 10% of spreadsheet trauma. Again, Intel is a slow motion meltdown. CEO after CEO, massive layoffs, misinnovation, Trump literally telling the board what to do, and yet retail is holding. They're holding it very hard. Pause. It's become a ritual, a financial religion, a maybe next quarter fairy tale that lasted way too long. But hey, the memes are amazing, and Intel is the reason your portfolio is bleeding, but you're laughing through the pain. Like and subscribe, and send this to your friend who's saying Intel is about to bounce because they need therapy and maybe a new brokerage account. Drop your Intel stories below. And are you riding this turnaround train, or are you just watching the entertainment?